So what exactly is going on with XRP? Ripple envisions $5 trillion worth of CBDCs in major economies by 2030. Could that be nice for XRP? And exactly why is Solana so hot right now? And meme coins? Is it the season for it? And like I stated earlier on our trading channel, right now is it time for the major funds to take some profit? Because the holidays are here and it happens nearly every year. Plus some interesting talks about Cardano and of course our lovely guys at Jpmorgan. If that sounds interesting to you, make sure you go ahead and press that like button. And right now, as it stands, I am extremely bullish on crypto, but it can sometimes be nice to go over some news instead of just over the new coins that we're buying because, well, you might have bought some coins a while ago and you're wondering how they're doing. Well, today is an update on the market, and I really recommend you guys to put that notification bell on so you never miss it in case something crazy happens, because sometimes crazy things happen. Now, before we dive into all this news, I'll quickly say that nearly every single coin that we've talked about recently is up a lot. Like, the market is so good right now that I'm telling you, if you're not making crazy gains, you're missing out. For this one, unfortunately, I was too late for a very good deal, so I'm gonna have to buy, just like everybody else, in on this BitGet Launchpad. It's for ton up. People often ask me, Dust, what does it do? Doesn't matter, don't care. It's about the backend and it's about where it launches. BitGet has amazing launches nearly every single time, and so I always just try to buy in. I expect at least a 6x. Hey, could even be a 10x, could even be a 16x. I'm not your financial advisor, and I'm not saying you'll be able to buy a lot, but I am just saying nearly every single time a launch like this happens on BitGet, it's pretty freaking amazing, so you don't want to miss it. And of course, a link is down below for that. People don't understand, this is the best way to make money in crypto by far. So if you think it's a waste of time, it's because your country does not allow you to join. And that's the only excuse I can accept. With regards to XRP, interesting little story. I personally think that XRP will still outperform many of the cryptos that are right now very hot. We talked before about my two methods of investing. We've got value investing and momentum investing. With XRP, it really is only a value play because the price does extremely well a little bit later in the run and kind of when nobody expects it to do well. But the army is so strong. The conviction is so hard. You've got to understand, they went through this entire lawsuit and the price didn't really drop. It didn't go minus 99%, which most other cryptos would have. And it didn't bounce up massively after they won. So I'm still thinking the upwards pressure is going to be severe because there's not really many people trying to sell, but there's so many people that could go crazy on XRP as the bull market hits a bit harder in the altcoin season. And the moment the price starts ramping up a bit, especially towards that dollar region, and the FOMO kicks in. And that's why I keep saying XRP is a little bit of a longer play. It's not a 3x overnighter like some of these meme coins, but the risk, in my opinion, is very low. Again, my own opinion. Now, you've got to also understand that's because these guys in the background are changing the game and they're not playing the short-term game. I think many have been surprised by how far Ripple has come and how well XRP has done throughout these years. You might say, Dusty, it's only down, down, down. If you consistently bought, you got to understand this. If you consistently bought, there's no way you'd be at a loss right now. Matter of fact, you should at least have doubled, if not tripled your money. And some say, but Dusty, wouldn't it have been better if you bought a different crypto? Could have, sure. That doesn't mean you wouldn't have made a crazy ton of money though if you had just been consistent. I always say, if somebody right now in the crypto space is down, they're not in profit, it's their own fault, and you should learn for the next time because over the next year or so, it's so hard to lose money. It is. Matter of fact, I personally think as well, if you just keep buying what's hot, not in a really chasey type of way where you're buying it the moment that everybody gives up. I'm talking more so in the sense of right now, a lot of volume is moving over to Solana from Ethereum. So if you wanted to pick one of the two to focus on the underdog here, the Solana. It's definitely not a bad decision. And I'll keep saying it, by the way. Make sure you check out the link down below for a free $500 XRP or Bitcoin or Bonk trade. And actually, the link down below is the only link on the entirety of Bybit that will get you a free $500 bonk trade. It's kind of funny. And the thing I always say is, you know how much money a trade like this can make you? It's insane because bonk is so volatile. Anyway, talking about volatility, if you're wondering what's happening with these funds taking profit, why is the Bitcoin price falling a little bit right now? I talked about that today on our second channel, Dusty Trades, where we give out trading updates every single day. And the idea right now stands that obviously they want to push the price down for the quote unquote ETF approvals coming up soon. And a lot of funds are taking profit slightly before year's end to show their boss, hey, look at how much profit we've realized. Give me a good Christmas bonus. It really goes like that, as a lot of these guys, crypto is 24/7, sure, but a lot of those guys are going to be going on Christmas break. And every single year, we see a slight sell-off around the Christmas time, as a lot of people are not trading those days. Then again, that is mostly on the bigger coin side, like Bitcoin. Things like Solana, the real investors still see the value of, and the inflows are actually still pretty good. Then again, relatively, there's pretty large outflows right now, but it doesn't really matter, as I still even like to hypothesize that the funds are doing this to make sure the Bitcoin price is as low as possible for the approval to have an even crazier rally around that time. And even if that's not their own thesis, that's what they want, it is what's kind of happening. I had a little funny tweet, by the way, or I should say a little funny topic. You guys know about Charles Hoskinson and Cardano, right? Do you guys know that I met up with the man in Abu Dhabi just a few weeks ago? He's actually pretty freaking tall as well. I didn't know that. But the XRP community has been on his ass for a very long time. And apparently, Hoskinson just explained, right, the co-founder of Cardano and actually co-founder of Ethereum, that the reason ADA will never partner with XRP is because of the 2 years of daily harassment. Now, on the one end, I see this as like childish. Oh, boo-hoo, they're not too happy with your words. Suck it up. But, you know, his second part, lack of technical overlap, does make a little bit more sense. Different product market fit makes more sense. But I kind of thought it was just funny. But he has a good point that XRP is built for a different purpose than the likes of a platformer like Cardano. And I'm not sure who exactly was asking of a partnership, but it does indeed make sense that this is not first priority or something that's likely coming up soon, because they're just not meant for the same thing. I don't even know what exactly they would partner on that would make sense. Talking about things not making sense, we know that Jpmorgan is one of those entities that goes from extremely bullish to extremely bearish to extremely bullish, to telling you they're bearish, to still working on crypto as hard as they can in the background, to giving you a big middle finger in the face, because that's kind of what they do. And now here's what they just said. Jpmorgan sees Bitcoin fizzling next year, but this other token could also fly. And this is on Barron's. And the interesting part about the article that I will not show you, but there's a trick to see, is that it talks about how Jamie Dimon earlier this month was just explaining how bearish he is on crypto and how he's always had such a distaste for it, which was interesting because the numbers showcase that they have like tripled their crypto division in a short time. And I mean, this title here doesn't lie either. Now, they did say a couple other things, which is one, that right now there's not as much upside potential for Bitcoin because the ETFs are already priced in. But on a different note, which is why I said Jpmorgan is always so controversial, they said that there is a lot of upside potential the moment that they do get approved, because obviously fresh meat can enter the game at that point. And they're talking about a buy the rumors, sell the fact effect. I will add, by the way, that I'm not a cheapskate. I'm just waiting for this subscription to renew. Anyway, you guys get the picture. And now let me come back on this. If you've been sad about XRP, you've been holding XRP, and you want a little couple of words of wisdom, the 𝗕𝗫𝗀𝗀 said this: no crypto community has suffered more than the XRP community. Suppressed price, missed 2021 bull run, SEC lawsuit, all the 𝗕𝗫𝗀𝗀𝗪 hopium, but it's got strong fundamentals, yet again, no price action. These are all reasons why when the price goes and hits new all-time highs, which are almost inevitable as the rest of the market also pumps, this time around, it'll be so unbelievably fulfilling that grown men will cry. So many sacrifices, I genuinely believe that it will all be worth it. Stand strong, my friends. It's almost our time. I will say this. I sometimes hear people say, Dusty, thank you for hooking me up with XRP, getting me into it. And I always see it like this. The most important thing about crypto is making your first step, buying something, and then you're free to do whatever you want. Nobody is forcing you to stay stuck to one crypto. It doesn't make sense. Nobody does that. Not the CEO of Ripple, not the co-founders of Ripple. Nobody does. Buying only one coin is crazy. Having a lot in one coin, that's fine. And I always say, I think XRP will do well, but it has a different part of the cycle where it shines. This is more of a crypto of you buy it right now, you step away for a little bit, and all of a sudden when you come back in a few years, whoa, look at that. Whereas with a lot of other coins, they might just die in a couple of months. And I don't believe XRP is going away anytime soon. They've been here. So they're one of the first cryptos, guys. They're not going away anytime soon. But in a really memey season at the start, yeah, a lot of other coins are way riskier, but they will perform better. And if you get to catch those coins, you do you. But on the opposite side, it's always easy to say, if only I bought something else, I would have made more gains. Hindsight is 2020. It could have definitely been so that this was completely turned around. XRP, all of a sudden, after the lawsuit win, if the market was a little bit greater or it happened at a different time, we all of a sudden saw a price shoot all the way towards $4, and all of a sudden, a lot of people came crying, asking themselves why they didn't buy more. It's also unpredictable in that sense. And so, like I always say, I just buy coins partially for the fundamentals, coins that I think are undervalued for how valuable they are. And partially, I buy coins that I think are really doing good right now that will probably do better. Coins like Chainlink, for example, as well. Fundamentally, they're way better than the price is showcasing. Yet, yeah, what can you do? And there are so many of those coins. At the end of the day, it's all about marketing. It's all about your hype. Injective is really not far into their game, but they're doing so amazing, even though there are many coins that are better in terms of fundamentals as of this point. Doesn't mean their plans aren't great. I just mean as of this point. But Injective is up hundreds of % over the last couple of weeks, and other coins, they might not be. Anyway, those are my 2 cents on the situation. Hopefully you all enjoyed this little update. Make sure you check out the links down below to Bybit and BitGet if you're interested in all these cool offers. And I'll see you again, hopefully in another video later today.